Human and blade, I have done it. I have found a piece of blade. I may have done something with it, though. What have you done now, Nefarious? Yes, Nefarious, please. Tell us, what have you done with this piece of blade? Well, you see, I hid it in a game. Yes, yes. It's a little game called Rise of Industry. If you make like $1 billion, it should show up. Yes. Okay, it's not too difficult. I've played the game before. It's kind of fun actually. Make factories and whatnot. Yeah, yeah. We can probably give it a go. What do you say, Blade? I mean, using my brain is not really a Blade's thing, but if we must human, I suppose I can. Oh, ho, 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 yes. Forget to mention one tiny little detail. You must do it in startup difficulty. You know, on second thought, we can just save this one for later. Yeah. It's far too difficult. You don't need it right now, do you, Blade? Of course not, human. We can get a different piece. I imagine an easier difficulty, also has a piece of me in it somewhere. I, or maybe even another game after all. One that has more fighting in it? Yes, I believe so. You too! I did this specifically for you! You can get a piece of blade, it's practically for free! Nefarious, you may not believe this, but I've played that game before, and startup difficulty is not all roses and posies and stuff like that. Yeah, fine, you leave me no choice, I'll do it myself. You two can go do whatever else you wanted to do. Ah, Nefarious should have ever hidden the piece. I don't know what I was thinking. Fine. I'll go do it. You two have fun. Alright, Nefarious, see you around. Later, sucker. Yeah, forget those two. Now, let us get started, shall we? Nefarious will show you how to beat the game. I can't believe those fools. Little did they know it also has a piece of me over here. Yes. Well, I would have liked to put this off, though. It is quite the challenge, but, with the fate of the universe at stake, if I don't do this one first, it kind of puts me in a pickle. Not that I care that much, but if the universe goes away, I can no longer do anything, so let us just go ahead and start. Medium terrain, you'll probably want that, so it's not too hard, and it doesn't adjust the difficulty score. And then, of course, the important thing is the startup difficulty. So what we're looking for here are some very specific things. Yeah, some things that can help us do what we need to do. Hopefully, this has it set up for us properly. Anyways, what do you guys have? Clothing? You could probably make it work. But that's not what I'm going to do. Now this looks like a proper setup, yes. I do believe we can make this work. I can just throw this anywhere. Well, why not just out in the Netherlands? Over here. Or somewhere. Or even better, on just like a little mountain that nothing else can be. Would be perfect. Yes, right here. Beautiful. Okay, we have our little town exit here. Very nice. And we will probably have to grab water from where? From here, I think. So we'll put the pollution over here. Yes. That is probably a perfect idea. Right over here. Yes. Okay, next what we want is we're going to want berries, and we're also going to want smoothies. I do believe any juice will work, but the berry smoothie goes for the most, yes. Of course, if you had a larger town that would actually just take it, that might be the way to go. But if you don't, this should work just as well. Now, next thing we're going to want is water. We're going to need a good bit. We also need some for over here at the factories, so we'll set one up, you know. Whoops. Didn't mean to rotate the camera, meant to rotate the item, yes. We'll set one up right along here. Yes, yes, perfect. Then we'll hook all this up with some roads. There we go. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say perfect. Why did you not build my road? There we go. Perfect. Now, the one thing is, you don't want pollution affecting the town. You do not want pollution affecting the lakes and rivers. So, it's really quite hard. Yes. Yes, this is about as good as it's going to get, I believe. Next, what we want is another water gatherer. Right in here somewhere. Probably about there is where you want it. And of course, you place the gatherers, you build a dirt road and all that. Up to like here. And then the next thing you're going to want is a farm for all those delicious blueberries. Yes, now... probably... oh, sorry about that. It probably about splits the difference. For berries and water. I have to put it here or so. Whatever. This'll work. Yes, we'll just build it like that, I think. Not putting too much thought into this, because the hardest part of the challenge at the start would be simply making enough money to pay for the loan, which will be about 45k a month when that kicks in. So that will be quite bad. Oh yes, I forgot. We need custom destinations. And now we must micromanage. Yes, yes. Because otherwise we will lose money, guaranteed. Now, normally you might put down one of these warehouses. However, the way the game works is that there is a flat rate for every truck that leaves of about $500. And so, you kind of just want to avoid that, yes? It's quite bad. Okay, we may have some berries in storage now. And if we do, which we do, we can build our other factories. So you will want 3 of these. Which is basically just gives you just enough money. And doesn't create too much pollution, hopefully. We shall see. I know, Nefarious doesn't mind the pollution. But if we want to try to keep Walnut around for long enough, we will need to reduce our pollution, if possible anyways. Again, the manual. And the only reason we're doing 3 actually is not because we can only support 3, it's because the water and the berries can only have 3 destinations. As such, that is the maximum we can support. And then, when these guys are done, they need to transport out to the state. Which is why we chose this road in the first place. Or this town, I suppose you could say. Yes. And now we are going. So now it is time for micromanagement simulator. Yes. Very annoying, but quite needed. So what we're doing here is just setting it up so that we can do this and look at everything that is here. Because once we have enough, we can begin shutting off buildings that we no longer need. Yes. Very important. Because as you can see down here in the lower left, we are losing money. And that is not good. The vehicles are actually quite expensive. It might have been too far for some of this stuff. How much is the, it's 2.3k per berry. That's not very good. Well, we shall see, I suppose. Hold on, did I do the mistake again where one of these goes to the stage, but it does it 3 times? Because of course we're losing money then. For Pete's sake. Are you all mad? And then back to the production slot. Let us try that now. Yes, that should be much better. Should get a small injection of cash for that. Ah, yes, we will also need to look at the plantation, because once the plantation... I don't know why we did that 3 times. It doesn't need to be 3 times. Once this has reached 40, it usually fills up. So, that means we can turn off this water siphon. Yes! Micromanagement at its finest! Lay off the workers for a little while. Tell them we do not need them. Because we don't, honestly. Of course, we need to hope that this starts making money here, because that would be a problem. If it does not start making money, it means that distances are far too far, and, well, that would be no good. Especially because by year 3, we are going to need to be able to pay off our loan. Yes. Now, it's not doing too bad. But the numbers are still quite low. Ah, finally, a profit! That still would have been a profit, even with the loan slightly. So we might be able to make this work. Because as you can see over here, the water is beginning to build up, which is good. And in fact, we could turn off the water siphon slightly. I don't believe I can send to it once. It's unfortunate. If I could send to it once, we would be doing much better. But we cannot. The trees will slow down the pollution slightly. Hopefully they can do a good enough job for long enough that they can even stop the pollution eventually from spreading too far. But who knows, really? Oh, there is a marketing event. Let's see what it is. Fish? I am not using fish. Who would use the fish? Not Nefarious. No, it would be someone else would use the fish. Nefarious uses only the berries. Now, maybe we could... No, that is poor use of money. We could try to push it up. We will hope the AI pushes it up for us. Yes. Now... Water, berries. Yes, it's all very good. I suppose, anyways. Finances still do concern Nefarious here, as they are not the best. Ah, perhaps Nefarious should have had the plantation closer, yes. It may have been the thing to do. The reason would be because we need to ship lots of berries over here. Whereas we do not need to ship as much water, because water is over here. And we do not need to ship as much water to the plantation. May have been an idea. Unfortunately, Nefarious did not use it at the time. Alright, still slight profits. I think we can make this work. We are going to continue with it anyways. Either way. Yes, we are almost getting to a point where we could turn off this water siphon, and I think we will for a while. The amount of water we have is just astronomical. Now we need to hope that we can make enough money this way to make it all worth it. That pollution has spread quite a bit. However, I do believe it is beginning to reach its maximum. Hopefully, anyways. It would be quite bad. Let's bring up the finances again, shall we? Oh, I am covering up the year, aren't I? Well, we can fix that. There we go. Yes, that is much better. We almost have to start paying off our loan. It would be very telling if we can actually make this work or not. That was not too bad. We may be able to make this work. But we do have to turn on this water siphon again. Unfortunate. Yes, very unfortunate. How much storage does it have? 40 units, yes. Now, is that just of one thing, or is that everything? Because in that case, we are slightly over full, are we not? Ah, well, it matters little. However, I may soon turn off this plantation for a while. Yes. It'll be quite good. But yes, this is what you have to do with this difficulty, is micromanage everything until you pay off your loans. We should have had to start paying it off. Oh, not quite. That is concerning slightly, actually. Not sure. Well, I suppose we shall see. Ah, it has finally kicked in. Now in the May of year 3. We now have to pay off our loan. Unfortunate. Now, normally, Nefarious would never take out a loan, but it's unfortunate that we had to. That's part of the difficulty, after all. Truck speed increase? No, it's not worth it. Does not save money. Or make more money. We must do one of the two for it to be worth it. Now, how are the berries? The berries are okay, I suppose. They're 20. The water has almost dropped down to where it needs to be, I suppose. Ah! It looks like we will probably be okay, as we made money even with the loan. Now, we will mostly lose money, but it'll be okay, because we're getting to the point where we can micromanage the plantation and turn it off, which right now it is a huge drain on the finances. This winter, we will probably turn off the plantation. The pollution over here is ever expanding. Again, it's not that good, but we will hope the trees can somehow save us. Ah, I think I just heard something. What just happened? Whoops. Ah, I will have to move all this out of the way to see what happened. I don't see anything. Ah, I guess it's nothing to worry about. Ah, we have enough water in the farm again, so we can turn off that. Oh, there is something over here. Storage. Oh, yes. Not a problem. Do not worry about it, game. I know what I am doing. Yes. That is why I turned off the water. Alright, and I do believe we can now turn off the plantation as well. This will save us a lot of money as far as building upkeep goes, yes. Now, the reason, as you can see, 27.5k last month. That is a lot. However, with it turned off, 9.9, and that was not for the whole month. There's only 33% uptime. This next time will be 0% uptime, and we will see how that affects our finances. Yes. The building upkeep, with it turned off, is only $1,000. This is not bad. And in fact, should make everything manageable. As you can see, we are now making profits. And may I remind you, this is with the loan. So, very nefarious, yes? You just lay off your workers, and you can get through the first few months. These trees are helping stop the pollution now, which is good. We don't want it to expand like up here, and one of the few things, so we can't terraform, mostly, but we can purchase a tree here or there, if we need to, which Nefarious believes is useful, so buying a few may not be that bad. They're only 2.5k a pop, so it's not too bad. Anyways, I believe we do have a somewhat stable start. Though some of these sales are not encouraging, but I will try to get through it. And if I do, Then I will see you next time to show you where you continue off once you have paid off your loan. So, until then, I've been Nefarious, and let's save it here. Yes? Yes, overwrite that, yes. Because if this doesn't work, nothing will. Yes, alright. Until then, everyone, keep being nefarious after all. That's what I'll be doing anyways. Of course, just as I try to stop recording, this is actually quite worth it. Only for a certain amount, though. What is that amount? Let me see. So, currently we pay about 100k a month. So we'll be down to... I don't know. Let me get my calculator out. Yes, Nefarious can't quite do it in his head. That's why he uses his tools. So you have 100k times 0.32. So about 32k a month this would save us. And it is for 18 months. All in all, it would save us 576k. That's if we keep everything as it is. If we run the other buildings, it saves us a bit more. Which I might do while it is active. But that does mean that it's only worth about that much. So we don't want to bid much more than 576k. Yeah, that is my last bid. Boy, we're barely going to make this useful, but, I suppose we will make it useful. I will turn on all the buildings again, so that they are all getting money saved. Now, this will lose us money in the short term, but then it will gain us money later. Anyways, you want to take these things, figure out if they're profitable for you, and then if they are, you can use them. If not, well... don't take them, obviously. Just let the AI buy them up. If you're playing by yourself, of course, all the more better. You know, not using AI, that is the best way. But I will continue trying to get this to work. Hopefully it does, and we can pay off the loan, because then it becomes much easier. Anyways, until then, Nefarious out.